think they ended it way too abruptly. It was so weird. I just did a snap. Maybe half of humanity is gone. Oh my god. Hey guys, it's Miriam. Welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't uploaded stuff in a while. I've been sick these couple of days until now. It's when I'm feeling a lot better, and now I can do this review for you just in time for the release of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yes, another movie review. I had to do it because I watched the movie and let me tell you, I loved it. It's such a great sequel for Ant-Man. Ant-Man came out in 2015. 3 years later, now we have the sequel called Ant-Man and the Wasp. I loved it. I think this movie is such a great part two. You know, the great sequels in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, of course, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. That's like my #1 MCU film right now, right after Avengers: Infinity War. But this one is not my all-time favorite Marvel movie, but it is definitely an enjoyable one. Peyton Reed is back directing the film. Edgar Wright is no longer part of this second movie, and you can feel the presence that he's not there anymore, but you can definitely tell that this movie still stands on its own without Edgar Wright, and I have to tell you, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I am going to give you some spoilers. I'm not going to give you all the spoilers of the movie, but I will definitely talk about some key elements of the movie. So if you don't want to listen to spoilers, bookmark this video, then come back to me, and then you can write down below and see what you liked and what you didn't like. Be careful with spoilers though. You know, there's some people that haven't watched the movie, so you got to be careful with it. But I'm telling you now, I will be talking spoilers right now. So, fair warning. Alright, you passed the spoiler warning, so I'm talking spoilers now. Alright, so in the movie we begin with a flashback with Janet Van Dyne and Hope Van Dyne and of course Dr. Hank Pym, and they're off to a mission. And let me tell you, from the get, the CGI is incredible. To see young Hank and young Janet Van Dyne, it was incredible. They looked seamlessly. Peyton Reed did a fantastic job throughout the movie in the CGI, but the first thing that got me taken aback was the, Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne young scene. It reminded me a lot of how they CGI'd Robert Downey Jr. in Civil War when they told the story of the Starks, and that's what completely got me. And of course the connection of the shield. I thought that immediately when I saw the flashback, that they had a mission for the shield. So it was just nice to see that they incorporated the shield, because of course Dr. Hank Pym was a part of it. Scott Lang is not part of Infinity War, and obviously we had the question as to why was he not part of Infinity War, and well, Ant-Man and the Wasp tells you why he wasn't in the film. He wasn't in the film because he was under house arrest, thanks to the events of Civil War, because he was in Team Captain America. So if you were in Team Cap, that means you did not sign the accord, so you rebelled against the government, meaning you are under arrest, or in this case, under house arrest. So that's what Scott Lang has been doing the past 2 years, and well, now he's kind of back, but also he's still under house arrest. Hope Van Dyne helps him get him out of house arrest in a very cool, interesting way, which I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil the whole movie for you here. The movie is hilarious. Everyone has a wonderful part in it. Of course, Paul Rudd, the man, he's hilarious in the movie, and I think the MVP in the movie is his daughter, Scott Lang's daughter, Cassie. She is the cutest, and we knew about her in the first film, but we know more about her now. She wants him to be Ant-Man, and she wants to be his partner, but she also wants Hope Van Dyne to be his partner too, looking after him. So I think that was really cute. And of course, Luis is back in the movie. He had to be back. He was one of the favorite characters in the first film. He, of course, has his famous montage in the movie, and this one is hilarious to me because it includes Evangeline Lily and, of course, Paul Rudd meeting when they met the first time. I think that was so cute. I'm really glad Luis was in the sequel. He was one of my favorite characters in the first film, and he's actually one of my favorite Marvel characters in general, so I hope he's in Avengers 4. I'll tell you why I think he might be in Avengers 4, or maybe not, but more on that later. One of my favorite characters in the film, of course, was Evangeline Lily. She is the first female to lead in a Marvel film. As you know, the movie is called Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, of course, the Wasp is in the forefront in this film. She is also taking names, kicking ass, and she is a really good partner to Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. You know, she is there helping him, you know, and there's a part of the film where she's like, you know, they would have never caught you in Germany if I was there. You know, I think that was really cute, and maybe we'll never know if they would have gotten caught. But I think in my head, she's probably right. They would have never gotten caught if she was there. But I'm really glad she's in the forefront. I'm really glad how they handled her. Her suit was so good with the wings and it just looked great on her. Evangeline Lily just was great. I loved her in this film. One of my negatives of this film is, and it's no secret, Marvel is always struggling with this, and it's the villain. The villain in this movie is Ghost, and her reasoning in being, on the opposite side, I think it was weak. And Marvel has, it's no secret, Marvel has this problem, and I thought this villain was gonna pull through right after the big thrill of Thanos. It just didn't do it for me. She didn't do it for me, and I mean, that was really one of the weak points of the film. Every time she was on screen, I'm like, oh, like, what's her purpose? What are the stakes? There were no stakes. It just didn't do it for me. I really love Dr. Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne together. They have, of course, Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Douglas have this uncontrollably awesome chemistry. I don't know, it's so weird to say, but they just had chemistry, and I loved it. I loved how he had to rescue her and just become the hero to her. I think it was super cute, and she's such a badass, she is there taking names, kicking ass. I'm all about it. I'm really glad that they found Janet Van Dyne, and the way that Janet and Hank and Hope work together as a family, it literally made me so happy seeing the family reunited. It's something that I know in the comics Janet Van Dyne is such a key character in the Avengers. I really hope she becomes a key character in Avengers 4, but again, more on that later. Another great character introduction in this film was Bill Foster, also known as Goliath. Goliath is, as you all know, giant man. He is this huge human being. In the movie, I loved how they introduced him with the background of Dr. Hank Pym, how they always butted heads, and of course, he ended up being like a villain in this movie. But of course, I have to put in quotes because at the end of the film, he tells Ava, who's Ghost, not to do anything stupid, not to do destruction, not to go after Cassie, all those villainous things he tells her not to do. And it kind of put me in awe because I was like, wait, you're against Dr. Hank Pym, but you're telling her not to do this. I don't know what side you're on. Maybe they're teasing something bigger for maybe the future, maybe Ant-Man 3, I don't know, but I really did love the introduction of Goliath because I like Goliath, and he's one of the interesting characters in the Ant-Man comics and in Marvel comics in general. So let's talk about that first extra credit scene. The first extra credit scene has us in a rooftop, I believe, with Janet Van Dyne, Hank Pym, and Evangeline Lily's Hope Van Dyne, and they're with their science stuff, and it looks like they're going to the quantum realm. And in the quantum realm, it looks like they're going to get energy, and Scott's the one who ends up going into the quantum realm to get it. So he goes in, gets the energy, and then as soon as I believe is Hank Pym, counting him down to go, there is no countdown. No one talks to Scott through his headpiece. So we go back on Earth, and it seems that, you know, in that little movie called Avengers Infinity War, there was a snap, and that snap, of course, killed half of humanity. It seems like it killed Janet Van Dyne, Dr. Hank Pym, and of course, Hope Van Dyne. So them three were dissolved. And when, like, everyone in the movie theater gasped. They're like, wait, what? Which is one of the things I did. I gasped because it seems like Scott Lang is inside the quantum realm. Who's going to get him out? You know, will he manage to contact someone from the Avengers, or Luis, will he get him out? I mean, the possibilities are endless here, and it's very interesting to see where Marvel's going from there. So yeah, I wish I can tell you more. I hope wherever they go, which is we're still trying to figure out where they're trying to go. You know, Janet Van Dyne or Dr. Pym, you know, they're obviously I think they're gonna be in the 4th Avengers film. So we got to see where it all lies, and it's kind of even more confusing because them three are dead with the rest of the Avengers. Let's talk about the second extra credit scene. Let me tell you this. I've never seen a really bad extra credit scene. This might be it, you know. It was just, from going to that like jaw-dropping extra credit scene with, you know, them three dissolving, three talking about Janet Van Dyne, Hope Van Dyne, and Hank Pym, you know, from them dissolving to kind of just seeing an ant, you know, drumming it out. I was kind of disappointed. I wanted more. Maybe I wanted to see Thanos. I don't know, but I was kind of disappointed. Maybe it was a little lighthearted thing that Peyton Reed wanted to do. It's just, it wasn't for me, but I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. Honorable mentions, the fighting scenes were great. The action sequences were just amazing. Again, I gotta talk about CGI. Peyton Reed did the most incredible work here, from, you know, Giant Man to this really cool, I'm gonna throw it out there, this very cool Doctor Strange Scott Derrickson piece in the film where we're trying to go into the quantum realm. This, you know, psychedelic sequence, oh, I mean, I was in awe. I really loved the CGI in the movie. And yeah, I of course expect you guys to watch this film. Of course, it's a Marvel film and it is connected to the MCU. I have no idea what's up next for Marvel. Of course, it's Captain Marvel, but we don't know what to expect. In the last, you know, in the black, where you always see the character's name will return, it said Ant-Man and the Wasp will return, question mark? Like, will they return? I love that they tease it. I do believe they'll return. Someone's gonna find Scott. Someone's gonna save, you know, Dr. Pym, Janet Van Dyne, and Hope Van Dyne. But we just don't know how, and that's what keeps us guessing. I really did want, maybe in that second extra credit scene, a Captain Marvel, you know, intro some way, somehow, but nothing, I think, because we got it in Infinity War. We weren't gonna get it here. Whatever, but whatever. Don't even stay for the second one. If you just want to watch the second one in the computer, just do it. It's fine. Anyways, this is the end to my movie review. I hope you go watch it this weekend. It's literally a fun-sized movie. Take the kids. It's for everyone, honestly. I laughed my butt off. I can't wait to watch it again this weekend with my friends. Here's the poster, and talking about this poster, I'm actually giving away a poster. So this is the poster right over here. It's actually a double-sided poster, so this one's the second one. It's very creative. Their marketing team is amazing. So this Ant-Man and the Wasp, and of course Ant-Man and the Wasp are right there. But the other side is this way, the side I have. So in order to get this poster right over here, here's what you're gonna do. You are going to follow my page like this video and comment down below if you watched the movie, if you didn't watch the movie. Just say anything about Ant-Man and the Wasp. If you watched it, did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you think about the extra credit scene? Do you agree with me that that second extra credit scene was not necessary? I mean, I'm still salty about it, but whatever. Anyways, that's how you can get that poster. I will select the winner in a week. So next week is like a busy week for me, but if you follow my Instagram at MiriamITapia, I will announce the winners there. And well, the winner, I don't have another poster. So the winner will get this beautiful poster right over here. You know you want it on your wall. Oh yeah. Anyways, that's done for me. I am done with my movie review. I hope to catch you on the next video. I have a lot of good content now that I'm gonna be filling 100%. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. I'm gonna have special guests. It's gonna be great. Look at my shirt. It says Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was really cute. Thanks for that. Thanks for this shirt, because I got the shirt at a press junket, which reminds me that I obviously work at the CW South Florida, and I get to do really cool things at my job. And one of the really cool things was to speak to an actor of the film, and that person is right here, right there. Oh yeah. I got to chat with Evangeline Lily, and she's obviously the Wasp, Hope Van Dyne, and I told you that she was one of my favorite characters in the film. So you gotta watch my interview. It's down below. I'm gonna put the link when the interview airs, so you gotta go and watch that interview. It's fun, she's great, she's very sweet, and it's very spontaneous because I ripped off my cue card in front of her because I just wanted to do that. That's who I am. So anyways, if you want to get this poster, I will put the instructions below. Go watch that interview. Let me know what you think of the movie. And like I said, like I always say, stay geeky. I'll catch you on the flip.